back. I'm gonna show you some really good heavyweight stuff. As you can well imagine, I wrestled heavyweight from junior high up through high school. And now wrestling or grappling is wrestling or grappling. The basics are things that you need to be good at no matter what. Body position, single legs, double legs, things like that. But there are some things as a bigger person I found work particularly well against bigger opponents. Although the things we're going to be showing are things that Brian have asked me to show. They work really well no matter what your size. But if you can get someone's weight working against them, it's particularly good. So over here, first thing I want to talk about is when you lay hands on someone. A lot of times I hear coaches talk about 50-50 situations, and I don't like 50-50 situations. I like 60-40, 75-20, anything that I can do to make an otherwise neutral situation to my advantage, I'm absolutely going to do. And a lot of times you'll see people listening to each other's ear like this, and that's fine. But what you want to focus on doing, if you can do that, is you put your forehead in the side of their neck and pull their neck over your head, and it puts them at a weird angle, and it really hurts. And the nice thing is when you're doing this is that they're thinking about their neck, not about what you want to do. And the first thing that I want to show is is a duck under from there. So I'm here, I can, you're fighting hands. The second I get the wrist, and this is the second that you get it. One thing I repeat a lot when I'm showing techniques is you need to think about GOTA, do or do not, there is no try. And some of these things, the setup on them, the time frame that you have to do it is very limited. So the second that you got it, you have to pull the trigger, because if you yank on it, kind of test the waters, they know something's up and it's not going to work. So I'm here, I get the wrist, I want to duck under there, and I like to keep a hold of this neck as long as possible. I heard it kind of choke a little bit, and when I let go of it, I come down and come into a gable grip on that arm. And if you want to take them forward, backwards, whatever, what I prefer to do is to take them backwards. Again, remember, I was always going against really big opponents, and you get their weight movement. So I'm going to take them backwards, and I essentially am going to sit in a chair while I'm blocking that ankle. Come up. If I hit it right, I can come up in mount and maximize opponents. If you're ground and pound, you're in a great position. Arm bars, all kinds of things. So I'm here, and I've just got a short duck just to get under that arm and immediately behind. Now, and I know a lot of people are like, well, I don't ever want to put my arm under there because then I'm going to get trapped in the guillotine. You need to remember that you have a hold of this wrist, and so there is no way that they are going to get you in that guillotine because you have that wrist preventing that.
It almost shoulder long.
Right. The second, I love this thing. In high school and college, I got a lot of mileage out of this. One day in practice, I just about dislocated the shoulder of one of our national champions at 189 because he wasn't paying attention and I hit it. So, basic thing, over and under. And you do this when they get they're a little bit too close to you and they're more than vertical. And the reason I call this the shot put is if you've ever thrown a shot put, you hold the foot right there and you punch, well, you're holding it in your hand. In this case, you're punching straight up. And when I say punch, I mean punch. It's not I'm going to kind of shove it out of the way. You want to try and put your fist through the ceiling when you do this. And also, when you do, it helps if you stomp, plant really hard. If you try and push away without planting your feet, you're not going to get the leverage that you can otherwise get. It's the same, punching, plant your toes and really drive into them. It's the same, except for it's just straight up. So I'm here. Now, when I do this, it's the same thing. I have the arm trapped. You want to keep that trapped. And there's a couple things you can do to maximize what you can do to finish. First of all, I like to gable grip and lock up over his hips and suck it in. So he cannot stand up straight at all. You can take him forward. I prefer to take him backwards. You're going to block with this foot. Hurry up and run. Come on. Gable grip over the hip. That's it.
That is actually the very first thing this guy ever taught me, and it's that's why I asked him to show it. A lot of the techniques he's showing are things that when we first started hanging out together back at our first location, which you've been with us through. This is the third one now. It's just a classic, and I have gotten mileage from it, and it really, just side note, revolutionized the way I did technique from half court. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's very popular to take someone's back from half court like that.
Yeah.
So that like what many things you show me, like I applied it in my jiu-jitsu, and you mentioned wrestling and grappling, and just why we're making these videos. So, thank you very much.